Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another podcast episode. I am your host, Jordan.
Along with his co-host, Apollo.
We have our guest. Yes, we have our guest here again, Scotty. Make something of yourself.
Hello, people of the internet. How y'all doing?
And we have another returning YouTube collaborator, Alpha Scorch 62, or we call him Alpha.
I am here.
That he is
a My Hero Academia reference in a
Marvel podcast.
In a Marvel podcast. That's like 16 universes.
That's like 16 walls, Big Chief.
Hey, I'll break them all.
I saw what you did there.
I literally just referenced Fox Marvel while
Fox
being
Marvel?
referencing. Yeah,
It's like Home Depot Marvel.
Fox.
Oh man. So yeah, we just watched episode 4 of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Two things. Number one. Oh, that was horrible. Number one. Was that they didn't. I don't think that they did the same thing as you were calling them out, Jordan, at first. For it was like, oh, there seems to be this running. Actually, I don't know if it was Jordan or Scott. Someone in the last podcast was like, okay, they're doing this.
That was me.
This running thing where they're it was Jordan. Where they have a character showed in like the last like 5 seconds, and they don't elaborate too much on them. And like the next episode, you see so much of them. This one seems like it just broke that cycle. You know, I mean, we saw more of that Wakandan woman from the last episode that we watched, but in the end, there really wasn't like a new character that showed up that we saw just a little bit of. I mean, maybe if they elaborate more on Carly, maybe, but then again, we've already seen Carly, so I don't
seen
know
too much of Carly.
Yeah, I don't think that would count towards the same.
No, I wouldn't.
Setup that
it really wouldn't.
It is what it is.
It is.
But yeah, and then the other thing is, we just learned. I thought it was 12 episodes, but I think it was Scotty over here that was like, "Hey guys, it's only going to be 6 episodes."
Yeah, and then I concurred, and I was like, "Bro, yeah."
So we are actually more than halfway through this season, halfway through our 3rd season.
We literally have 2 more episodes, guys. I didn't think about that.
Yeah,
wow.
I thought we were going to push out like 12 episodes during this, but...
What was everyone's favorite part?
Ooh, let's see.
Go ahead, Tristan. Go ahead.
Nah, I'm trying to figure it out.
Right.
Well, actually, should we maybe go through the highlights while everyone figures out their favorite part? What do you guys think?
Yeah, let's go through the highlights.
Yeah. Let's go through the highlights. Let's see what we learned from this episode.
That part, I think the craziest part about this whole episode was we got to see the vials of the super soldier serum, and Zemo looked like he was going to take it, and then he just started stepping on him. I think, Scott, you were like, bro, is he going to take him? Because you said that he's pretty strong in the comics. And I'm like, yeah, he is, but I don't think he's got super soldier serum in him. So I would have been very surprised if he would have done that. But, like, I kind of knew that he wasn't going to do that because he despises super soldiers because they're part of a Hydra experiment. So he's like, yeah, I want to be rid of super soldiers. So, and then you just see John Walker come in, throw the shield at Zemo's head, which could have killed him.
Right.
Could have killed him.
Yeah. If he didn't have the serum,
if he didn't have the serum, he would have killed him. But unfortunately, he ended up taking the serum. You called it, Tristan. You called, and I called it in my head.
Did.
I called it in my head. I was like, dude, don't let this happen.
I called it like the last episode, but yeah, you go ahead, Jordan, because I already got my spotlight on this.
Yeah, sorry, I just wanted to say he comes in and he's like, "What's that?" And I'm like, "No, go away from that." Because when he was talking up to Bucky, he was like, "It must be fun for you having all that soldier serum," or he just said serum, like flowing through your veins. And I'm like, yeah, I feel like Walker is pretty jealous of that. Because A, he's trying to be Captain America, and B, he has no super soldier serum in him. He's not very strong physically at all, you know. So he's not really Captain America. He's not Captain America at all. But like I'm just saying, like even if he wanted to, he couldn't because he's physically unable to, you know. He's unable to do things that Steve did.
Zemo was just going to like just crush them. Like he wouldn't want the super soldier serum because like it caused so many problems. So many problems.
His whole idea was to destroy like those kinds of symbols, and the idea that like people are more powerful than others in that sort of sense.
Right, I know what you mean. What was another thing that happened? I was very surprised that Carly went straight to Sam's sister. He went straight to his family. I didn't think that she was gonna get that dirty. You know.
Well, she also heard what she said that she would never hurt them.
Right. I mean, but we can't trust that. We can't trust
we can't trust that, but I feel like I feel like she wouldn't do that. You know what I mean? Like it was like, just to let them know that I'm serious, I'm gonna say I'm gonna do this, but really I'm not really gonna do it. You know, it was more of a
hopefully.
I'm not saying it was right. I'm just saying she wasn't just about to cap freaking Sam's sister,
dude.
Like, listen, like my problem with
that is like the fact that she played that card means that she would be willing to use it. You know what I'm saying? Like
exactly what are you talking about?
The card that she knows where Sam's family is, and the fact that she'd be willing to go that far. You know what I'm saying? It just rubbed me the wrong way, and I don't really like her as a villain. I can't take her seriously, but I'm curious to see what they're gonna do more with her character.
Like to be honest, like she has, like even though she killed like 3 people, she really doesn't come off as the type of person who want to hurt another person's family of sorts.
She blew up a building with people in it.
We kind of understood her motives a little bit more in this episode.
She's still a kid in some ways. She's still a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She is literally a kid because I think if she... I think she's like 16, maybe 17, because, you know, she was one of the people that didn't get snapped away. So I finally understood the premise of Carly's motives. I understood that whole organization that she's part of. I didn't realize it for the first 3 episodes. I finally understood it now.
Yeah, I agree with that. They're just
trying to take care of each other. The government turned their backs on them because everyone came back from the snap. And they're a little pissed. I would be too.
I would be too, yeah. I mean, like, you're living your good life, then all of a sudden, bam, you know, the government just says, oh, yeah, we're too lazy because we're back to normal.
Right.
Yeah.
This is why in the Marvel Universe, a lot of people have a lot of problems with the government.
It's always the government. It's either the government or it's S.h.i.E.L.D.
Or Dr. Doom.
S.h.i.E.L.D. is gone. They got taken. They allowed themselves to get. They allowed themselves to go by Hydra.
Or Dark Side.
Listen,
that's the wrong universe.
I know.
Superman's the problem.
Listen, like the government and the S.h.i.E.L.D. was screwed. The government and the S.h.i.E.L.D. was screwed when they allowed Artem Zone to be recruited. All right.
You mean Zola?
Zola.
Was he
welcome to ChaoticCorp, people.
He was Hydra, but like S.h.i.E.L.D. got a hold of him.
They recruited him.
They recruited him because they thought that they took out Hydra, and they're like, you got nowhere else to go, so you might as well work for us. So like,
it's the same thing with the
place.
It's very similar to how the United States took in Nazi scientists after World War II and used them. It's almost the exact same thing, except
Einstein? He wasn't a Nazi, though, was he?
No, he was German. He essentially created the theory that made us the nuclear bomb. But enough about history. I really like what they did with John Walker's character in this. I thought it gave him
They finally made him snap. And
it gave him.
We're saying that he would eventually. I didn't think it would happen as fast.
I'll be honest with you. I don't like the way that he snapped.
I don't either. But it was great to see it happen.
Because here's my thing, right? If we're at war, Jordan, like me and you, and we're doing like, you know, whatever, and then someone like kills you, I'm gonna snap. Right.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like anyone, out
Anyone would be
there
able, yeah.
with like their best friend getting killed right in front of them would snap in that way, no matter if they're a psychopath or not. And
Mhm.
we already know that Walker is a psychopath.
He's
but-
already on edge, yeah.
He's on edge.
He's
'cause
already on edge. Like I'm not defending him or anything.
Right.
He's still, he's still a psychopath.
He's definitely crazy.
But
like Bucky
the
said.
way that the way that they made him snap was just like, I mean, I can't really be against him murdering that man. I'm going to be honest. It's like,
Even though he was like an
understand.
innocent, he understands, yeah, but like the person he killed wasn't like the killer. He was just like some innocent bystander.
Yeah, that's
He was,
right.
he was part of the group, but
No,
he wasn't
no,
like
he was-
doing anything.
Harley killed the
He
guy.
was one of the
Carly.
super
That was
soldiers.
No, was he? I thought he was the teacher
Yeah.
guy.
That guy.
No, I
that
don't
was,
think he was just a.
I think the guy.
Sorry, go on.
No, I was gonna say I think the guy that Walker killed was the guy that was holding Battlestar from behind, and then Carly came
Oh.
in and punched him straight in the sternum and knocked him back and killed him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we don't like. Are we sure he's actually dead? Because they're in the next episode they're probably going to say something like he's in the hospital. He has a
Marvel
fracture
don't
in
play
his
like
back
that.
and
Marvel
stuff.
don't play
I mean-
like that. That's some like anime type crap. Like, bro,
That's
Yeah.
like
all of his limbs
Netflix
chopped
anime.
off, and
That's
they
like
chopped
Netflix
off.
anime, Chief.
He went to school the
Hold
next
on
day.
now. Some Netflix anime are good. I already told you that. Some
Yeah,
of them are good.
some of them, but there's some of them with like huge plot armor. I watched one. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna say which one it is, where some dude got like sliced up into like an elevator, and like we all knew for sure that he was dead. He was confirmed dead, and then like 5 episodes later, he wakes up in a hospital. I was like, what kind of plot armor BS is this? You literally just like got Jack the Ripper in a freaking elevator, and you're just gonna wake up. All right, that doesn't make sense.
Dude,
but all right, dude.
some kid goes to like battle with like some alien and gets all his limbs chopped off. He's considered dead. He goes to school the next day. Yeah, he's good. Maybe
He's
got a
way
bandage
he's like
on his face or
people.
something, but he's got like a bandage on his face. It's like, hey, you missed school yesterday. What happened? Oh yeah.
It was just to be a flesh wound.
Eye predator. It's just
Netflix.
I've got time to bleed.
Netflix is something else.
Mm.
Let's talk about that fight scene.
I love how
Oh, you mean the Wakanda Warriors, dude? That's insane. That was insane.
Oh man, dude,
I
it
love
was
how
so.
at first they were just sitting back and just watching them get whooped.
I know, dude. They showed up at his door, and I was like, "Oh, dude, it's about to go down." Like, I love that we got to watch them fight because we didn't really get to see them fight in Black Panther, right? We finally get to see how strong they really are, and even Walker said they weren't even super soldiers, and I'm like, yeah, you're damn right they
trained.
That's the part that really broke him as a person.
That
And that's
really,
like
yeah,
his
dude,
main.
he got his balls handed to him.
That was like his. I feel like that really pushed like the needle. I'm not making a heroin reference. I mean like it's like super.
Imagine getting beaten up by two ladies with spears.
Yeah, man.
That'll hurt your pride right there.
Now that one Wakanda girl, was she the head sister? Was she the oldest sister, like the head that we saw in like Endgame and Infinity War and Black Panther?
No, that's not her.
I keep thinking that's her.
No, that's not her. That's
no.
She's just one of the guards that ended up taking on Bucky's situation.
Oh
yeah.
Ended up taking on his case, right? Trying to help him.
Like she was Bucky's mentor.
Technically, yeah.
She was his actual rehabilitation therapist.
I just loved when she disarmed him. I thought that was hysterical. I'm not gonna lie.
That was hardcore.
Mm-hmm.
Disarmed.
Dude, I love how it starts off. Granted, we've seen a lot of, Winter Soldier, and his past and everything, and it just keeps getting better, right? Because we're seeing things that we haven't seen before, so it adds to the lore, if you will. So it opens up. The whole episode opens up to Bucky, like, I guess his final test of trying to fight back the virus, I guess, if you will, in his head. The sleeper cell code, and he starts
brainwashing.
Crying. Yes, brainwashing. Yes, that's the word. And he starts crying because she's like, "You are free," and he didn't turn at all. And I'm like, bro, this brought me to tears. I love him, and this story that they're adding to the MCU, it's just really great.
Yeah,
it is.
It really adds to the character.
I would say, going back to like favorite parts and all that, I think that my favorite part would be like the whole fight scene between the Wakandans and everyone else. That was because like when that was like around that time, I was like, dude, how long has it been? Because I was literally about to call out like the actual like party chat. I'm like, when's the Wakandans going to show up and like take Zemo? Because it's probably been a little
too long.
And then next thing I know, what's her face? Oh no, I don't even think she went through the door. The spear came in. Yeah, and I'm like, oh, they're here.
Pizza's here. Pizza time.
Pizza time. Oh, great. That's a Sam Raimi reference. Anyway, still Marvel though. Yeah, and then the comment that Jordan said during that fight scene was he was referencing Sam and Bucky just like watching back. He said that was me drinking and everyone else fighting was just him and Alpha on like whatever video game.
I'm watching them fight because the last time I helped Jordan in a fight, he left me.
When was this? Are we really going to bring this on the podcast? Are we talking about Marvel or the show, please?
Yeah, I was just trying to bring in like some inside like joke or like whatever. Then Alpha had to make it personal, like getting butthurt about like.
We also added. I also added humor into the podcast as well because Tristan, you laugh.
Yes, Alpha, your comic relief. Anyways, what was your favorite part, Scott?
My favorite part was when they're in the mall and John is talking about his past. I thought that added so much to his character. We talked about like, man, it's like, man, would you take this serum? He's like, yeah, man. Look at Steve Rogers. Look what he was able to do. And he's like, I wish I had that serum back in Afghanistan. And I finally get to figure out how he got his medals too. And I was just thinking, finally.
Yeah,
I was waiting for that.
You got more insight on like what he was going through to get those medals, and what Lamar had a good point. What he was saying, because like, what was it? Walker was like, "Are you worried about like how much it would change you?" And he's like, well, you want to look at whatever. Power just gives you, power just makes you more of who you actually are.
Exactly.
Like, he referenced Carly. That was a terrorist. It could go bad if you have bad intentions. I mean, I'm not saying Carly has bad intentions. I think that some of her intentions are good. She's just going the wrong way, to quote Sam directly. But yeah, he was like, okay, here's this terrorist. They got the serum, and they became even more of a terrorist. But then you got this war hero who got the serum and became even more of a war hero and a great symbol for everybody. So, when it comes to the serum doesn't change you, essentially. It just makes you more of who you are.
Agreed.
I thought that was a great dialogue to have.
It was pretty good. Only thing is, it's not going to be like that for Walker because he's mentally insane.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I feel like he literally can't handle the fact that there's billions of people that don't like him being Captain America because they believe there's no other person that can be Captain America, which, like I said, probably billions of people believe, right? And then there's people, and we've seen it throughout each episode, like, do you know who I am? He said in, like, the last episode. And he's like, yeah, I do, I don't care.
I don't give a damn.
I don't know if he said that, but yeah.
It's what I would say. It's what I would say.
That's what you would say.
Alpha just wanted to throw in that PG-13 curse word. And yeah, that does really attest to John's character.
You can tell he's that one type of person who doesn't care how the public thinks of him. He just wants to get his job done. He's going crazy about it.
And like I mentioned earlier with him in the comics, he definitely was a much more brutal Captain America. Definitely. And this is a spoiler. What makes him snap essentially is the exact same thing, except it isn't his friend, it's his parents. and they get killed, and he just goes off, and it's almost the exact same thing. It's a crazy storyline. I just bought it on comic book shop.
Oh, nice. You'll have to
So,
let us know.
yeah, I'll let you know how it goes.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Can
We
we?
gotta like. Sorry.
No. Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
We gotta start this little like thing for the Marvel podcast. Like, what was your like favorite like comic book and all that?
Oh, yeah, that'd be
Ooh,
pretty nice. Yeah, we gotta add that in.
Yeah.
Can we talk about the ending? I don't know if we really went in depth with it, but like the fact that he literally jumped out the window, chased the dude who didn't even kill Lamar, and started beating him senseless in front of everybody. He had
yeah,
tunnel vision. Just kill this dude because you lost your best friend. And
Yeah.
he's part of a terrorist group, so it's not like it's a bad thing because he needs to die anyways. That's the type of thinking that I feel like Walker was thinking.
Yeah.
But he did something unexpected that I didn't think he was going to do. He took the shield up, and it was a reference to Civil War where Cap and Iron Man were fighting, and Cap just shoves it into the arc reactor and twists it and breaks it. Only this guy, Walker, shoves it in this guy's neck and like just kills the dude, and there's blood everywhere on his shield, and he stands up, he looks, everyone's looking at him, all of China knows that you're here type crap. I didn't think they would go down that road. That's what really made this episode for me, if I'm gonna be honest with you. That in the fight scene, but
I legit thought he like decapitated that guy. I'm thinking, oh my gosh, they're pulling this R-rated move, and they're not going to show up. I'm thinking, the way he had that shield, the way he was going down with it, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, he's going to do this.
There was so much blood on that shield.
There really was, and it was just. I
Like,
feel like that was like
I'm sorry.
I feel like that was like a cinematography thing. Like, oh, this shield's supposed to be like this like ray of hope.
Oh,
You know, it's like supposed to be like a symbol, and now it's got like blood on it, and it just tainted the whole symbol. And not only that, but the whole tainted symbol is there for the world to see. Because as soon as something's on social media, like if you like put this in like real life, like we actually have superheroes like in real life, and then this thing happens, and you see the picture of a bloodied Captain America shield. That's like some dark. Like a really dark image to see, especially in like real life. So think in that world, that being passed around the entire world, the whole message behind it is it turned from, hope to terror.
There's also that symbolism from when in Endgame, when Thanos literally breaks the shield, but Cap still wears it. Like, Hope was, like, basically just hanging on for dear life. So, I don't know, that just, like, literally popped into my head.
That was the only sword that broke the shield. Freaking...
Yeah.
What was that made out of?
I know, right?
Yeah.
Vibranium. Oh, I don't know. Sword.
I don't remember Thanos having a sword in the freaking comics. I'm gonna be honest with you. I remember
he had a helicopter.
I remember the Thanos chopper. Yes, the freaking Thanos chopper. Someone said if they don't add the Thanos chopper in Infinity War or Endgame, I'm like done with Marvel. The Thanos chopper.
The Thanos chopper,
dude. That's gonna be our thumbnail. The Thanos chopper.
We gotta do that. We gotta do that. It has like literally nothing to do with Falcon and Winter Soldier.
I'll tell you what, though. Since we're kind of like smiling at Endgame, that was Infinity War and Endgame were beautiful.
They really were. They were beautiful together.
And there was so much put into like the cinematography into it. Honestly, it was just the colors, the everything. Like, I highly recommend if you're into like, sorry, if you're into like filming and like cinematography and all of that, watch Infinity War. I don't know if Endgame has like a similar commentary thing, but watch Infinity War with the commentary by the directors on. You'll learn a thing or two. It's actually really, really interesting and. Really opens your eyes on how they have this subliminal messaging in it, because like they change certain colors to make you feel a certain way about whatever. It's honestly it's great.
That's
Because
cool.
Like for reference, like at the end of what was it? Thor Ragnarok, inside the ship was all vibrant colors. But then at the beginning of this, I feel like the reason why you didn't see the attack was just so they had an excuse not to show the vibrant colors at all. And they showed like after the attack where there was like soot and everything was darker. That was set the dark tone to the scene that was about to appear before your eyes.
That's so clever. That's a nice little detail they put in.
Yeah, they didn't really like say directly like, oh, that's why we didn't have the attack on it. That's why we jumped straight to this part. They didn't say that directly. I feel like that was like an unsaid like thing that they did. But yeah, they said that they changed the colors inside the ship. They had like soot and everything else darker, just to set the tone for that scene and the entire movie going. But yeah, those two movies were beautiful.
I got a couple of theories of how they could go with this ending from this point. I think what they're going to do is the government's kind of like disown John Walker, and they're going to brainwash him and turn him into the U.S. agent, or they fake his death. They like kill him off.
What would the point be though? Like, what's go
Because like, see, my thing is like, since he did that, and they're trying to like say, hey, superheroes are really good. This is a good symbol. Whereas John Walker's now become the reverse of that symbol. He's now become like more of an anti-symbol, and they want to get rid of that. And they're going to say, look, he's no longer what represents America. He's no longer what represents superheroes we need. So therefore, we're just going to get rid of him, just like that. He was the front man. Like, can you imagine seeing, like Tristan said, just seeing like your version of Captain America, the symbol of America, the symbol of hope, killing some random terrorist? Now they could also spin in the way like, oh, we do support this. He's a terrorist. He deserves to die.
But at the same time, the way that he put him out was really violent and really
it was really brutal. So I think it's most likely they're going to disown him and then brainwash him into U.S. agent and still use him like a sleeper agent, almost like they kind of did with Bucky.
Yeah, but that's a Hydra thing. Apparently, Hydra doesn't exist in 2023. So I'm hoping that. I mean,
that's what they want you to think.
I know that's what they want you to think. I'm just saying. I said apparently, so I'm like, hopefully they'll come out the cut and be like, yeah, we're still around.
I never know.
This guy. See you later.
Because Zemo's still around, and I feel like there's a few like.
Not part of Hydra.
No. Zemo did not like Hydra basically because of the Winter Soldier project and the Super Soldier Serum. All right.
What about that? Hold on. What about that Baron guy? The guy with like the monocle, the two twins.
He's dead. Baron.
Dead. Baron.
Yeah, Baron Scruff.
You guys are okay.
Baron Scruffer was a Hydra scientist. He was in the first fight scene of Avengers: Age of Ultron.
Oh, yeah,
that's right. Okay.
And Ultron, and sometime later on in the movie, Ultron killed him.
Okay, because I was thinking like after Civil War, everything gets publicized. I was thinking of people who survived that and like Hydra sleeper agents.
That's how Zemo was able to find that one guy in Winter Soldier.
Oh.
Or Civil War, I guess.
Okay, that makes sense. Interesting.
Yes.
You guys got any theories about how they're gonna spin this?
I don't. I'm just gonna go with your theory for right now because that's a pretty good one.
I say my theory.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, so like I said this while we were watching it, and I was saying like, what if like what's the dude's name that's hunting down the Flag Smashers?
Power Broker.
Okay, like he probably has a spy within the Flag Smashers, and he's tracking their location.
That would actually make a lot of sense. I feel like that's definitely happened.
Wait, what was your theory again, Alpha?
Like, what if Power Broker has a spy within the Flag Smashers tracking down their location?
The Power Broker, apparently, in the comics, is actually, like, a pretty big dude. Like, a pretty big deal. Of course, I don't remember seeing what he looks like. But I remember seeing on the wall, Power is watching. And basically, that's just what they call him. They call him either Power or, like, the Power Broker. In the comics, I think they call him Power. I don't remember. I'd have to read more up on it, but I don't remember exactly what he was in the comics, other than a big.
Oh my gosh!
Deal, you know,
dude, he is this. So in one version, he's this like massive man, like this huge suit. That's insane. And like other versions, he's just like a big businessman, like a kingpin. The modern version, he looks like a robot. He's got like this blue face, yellow eyes, blonde hair, like this like weird chin thing, like the bottom of He kind of looks like a Vision, like an anti-Vision with blonde hair and purple face. It's insane. It's not what I expected.
That's literally what's his face from Solo. No one got that reference because it was literally
I actually did.
Yeah, blonde.
Vision,
yeah, Vision and Solo. Yeah.
Oh man. All right. Well, did everyone get out everything that they wanted to get out? All their theories?
Yeah, I did.
All right.
I think we're good.
All right. Well, that was a good episode. That was like probably one of the best in my opinion. All right. Well, thanks guys for listening. We stream on Twitch from time to time. You can follow me at twitch.tv/HotPocket61. You can follow Tristan at twitch.tv/ApolloYourKing. Also, he does stream from time to time on the channel via ChaoticCorp. Give us a like and subscribe if you would. Tristan can also put in Alpha's YouTube channels.
Yeah, Alpha's YouTube channels, maybe his Wattpad. Maybe my Wattpad, if you like reading like a nerd. So, yeah.
Nerds.
Consider following us. We do a lot more content than just podcasts. We have solo videos of mine coming out Thursdays. Jordan's putting out solo videos soon on Tuesdays, and we always put a group video out Wednesdays. So, sorry for my slowness. I'm a little tipsy.
Okay.
But anyway.
Submitted that on air.
That's on
I don't care.
All right. Thanks for listening, guys.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Take care.